Is it focused? Are you focusing? Please focus, I don't want to have to do this again. I don't know how to start this video, man. This is bizarre. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're talking about my old cappuccino. I say old because I sold it last Sunday and it's down in Sydney now, and it's pretty crazy because I said I'd never sell it and here we are. But pretty much because this car has had such a massive impact on my life and the journey that I've had in and working on this car, I really wanted to make a goodbye video. I went through all 3 of my hard drives and pulled out as much footage as I possibly could. It was about 400 gigs worth and it took me a long goddamn time. And then I cut it all down and I'm just going to randomly pop in and explain some of these clips because man, there's been some funny shit and some dumb shit that I've learned and things that have happened. It's been a great learning curve and it's also been pretty darn hilarious. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, smash that like button, tell some friends about the channel, and yeah, let's get into it. This is my 1994 Suzuki Cappuccino, and that's a 95. Sadly, 2 days ago my neighbour backed out, but that's okay because insurance will cover that, but it's sad. I got more stickers! This mirror's off my parts car, which is sold. And I just found out today I'm getting a whole new door and a whole new mirror, and then it's going to be painted and everything's going to be good. That's one thing I forgot to add. This roof comes off. And now it's pretty much a miniature MX-5. So yeah, I freaking love that car, man. It's such a unique car to be able to have full hardtop, convertible T-top, and it's just such a cool little car. These next couple of clips, I did my first clutch I've ever done on a car when I was working at Hyundai. I used their hoist, and yeah, here's some of the clips from that. Holy shit! Well, that was the stupidest and most stressful part of this so far. Note to self, always have this thing ready. I ended up finishing the car and driving home yesterday and everything seemed sweet. I got home. So yeah, ended up successfully doing that somehow. I mean, I knew what I was doing in theory, but I'd never done it, so it was cool to do that. When I pulled the gearbox out the first time and I like went, oh, and I hadn't got the gearbox jack ready, I ended up losing part of the shifter linkage and it dropped on the floor, and then I put the gearbox in and I didn't know where that little bit went, so thanks to the boys at Hyundai for going, goes there dickhead. But yeah, we succeeded. Then a couple of weeks after that I ended up being a complete fuckhead, driving way too fast on a mountain road that I didn't know and ended up putting it into a bank. Just wanna misread it. I think my wheel hit that, took some of the impact out, and then I hit the tree.
Holy shit, so you literally went off. Is that you?
So yeah, that's me there. Hey! Look at this wheel.
Oh wow.
I don't actually have any footage of that night, sadly. I do have those photos and it makes me really sad to look at that. But I'd just like to say a massive thanks to Chris, who's now my roommate. That was one of the first times that we really hung out, and if it wasn't for him, there's no way I could have got that cappuccino home. So thanks so much, Chris. And then I'm just gonna put this clip in because I haven't shown it to you guys, but I have about 14 minutes of me just pretty much having a full mental breakdown to camera. Yeah. Everyone keeps saying you can replace a car, but you can't replace you. Anyway, get that. But when your car is your life. So pretty much that's all I'm really comfortable with showing, because it was so hard, man. Like, that car was my existence, and I'm grateful for my family for really looking after me, and yeah. Next. So there's a bit of a break here between all of that was filmed. I went on lots of adventures. If you want to see more adventures with the Cappuccino, there's actually heaps of them on my channel. There's heaps of them before I even started saving my footage, so I couldn't chuck them into this video. But the next really cool thing that happened when I owned the Cappuccino, ended up finding a set of Mark IV Longchamps, which are my favorite wheels. I think I got them for 900 bucks or 800 bucks. Pretty darn good. I'm stoked about that. So I went and met this dude, and I fell in love with his car. Here's the footage. On today's video, we're gonna go look at wheels for the Cappuccino, and I am so pumped. It's definitely rough. A little bit rusty on the roof. There's a bit of rust in a couple of other things as well, but it's $1,500. So yeah, if it wasn't for the Cappuccino, I never would have owned the Corona. And then yeah, went home, chucked the wheels on. I was so goddamn stoked. But I couldn't drive the car because the car was still fucked. That was really important because I got the wheels and now I had this motivation. And the job that I had in front of me was pull the motor and subframe out, take the motor off the subframe, put the subframe back in the car, take it to chassis straightening place. I mean, I'd never done anything like that. And I think this is why this car is so important to me, is because these are really like just such important learning curves, and I'm grateful that I got to learn on that car. But at the same time, that car is so fucking small and everything is so fucking hard to do. But it's great. Loved it. Why is it being... Anyway, here's that footage. Come on, baby. On today's video, I'm going to pull the motor out. Okie dokie. So I haven't missed a hanger. What's happened is, because the subframe is so bent, it's not letting the exhaust drop down. So I'm gonna undo those two subframe bolts and see if that will allow me to pry this down a little bit just to get this out. I've got to take those bolts off anyway, so it's not too much of a drama. Well, it's a major drama, but hopefully it will be okay. Be sitting here. Well, I guess that concludes that. We got the motor out. Apart from my brake caliper forgetting stuff up thing, we did okay. I'm gonna take the gearbox off, take the motor off the front subframe, put the motor in the corner, and then take that to the chassis straightening place. This must look really weird for anybody just walking past. I mean, that was pretty easy, yeah. Goodbye, beautiful car. Or not so beautiful, soon to be beautiful car. Thank you for letting me use your car, Mum.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good swap.
So we're down here, South Tweed repaint and panel. These guys are good bastards. What? That definitely just broke something. Did it again. I was just transferring all of the footage that was on both of the cameras and the drone to my computer. For the last 2 days we've been up at Queensland Raceway at Matsuri. Such a cool time, so much fun. The plan is for next winter Matsuri, which is like 6 months from now. We want to be driving, so pressure's on. Anyway, I dragged all of the footage that was from Matsuri into the Matsuri folder and then deleted everything. Because I was like, well, that was all the footage. No, dickhead, that was not all the footage. So, the cappuccino's done. It's back. It's back. We did it. I'm proud of myself for that. Oh yeah, I would really like to apologise for the way that my hair looked in half of this. My god. Here's some footage of testing it on a racetrack. Apart from my MX-5, that car was the car that I learned to go sideways in, which is really not a great car to learn to go sideways in because if you bin it, it's darn fucking expensive. So the next step, and something that always bugged me on the car, was the long champs really needed to be sanded and painted. So I did. Oh my, that is amazing. So yeah, from there the car ended up being what I wanted it to be, and I was super stoked with it. Would have really loved to get BC Racing coilovers for it and slam it on tires, sort of bad, but I didn't have money for that. And I also didn't really have the need to. I mean, I love that car, but I always had interest in other cars, and other cars were more important to me, and that's sort of the way it ended up being. So yeah, I guess this has come to the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, tell some friends about the channel. And just remember, if you like any of these little snapshots, all of these videos are on my channel, so feel free to check them out. Cheers guys. Oh wait, 1 second. If you did enjoy this video and you do subscribe, your name goes at the end of next video. Cheers.